I think the other one asking the question is dumber than Kamala. So that's like, she's a dummy. I watched her over the years. That is one dumb woman.
I mean, I just didn't like the optics of a convicted felon.
I want to thank you for personally telling so many lies and committing so many alleged crimes.
Karma didn't waste no time on this one. So, Sonny, how does it taste? How does that taste? How's that karma taste? Bet it don't taste too good now, does it, sweetheart?
I, too, have many family members convicted of felonies.
I keep telling y'all, truth always comes out. May take it a minute, but it always comes out.
How did a convicted felon?
God don't like ugly, sweetheart.
Sonny Hostin. Man, how the hell did I miss this story? Okay, I'm a little bit late to this. I apologize for y'all if anybody was looking for this from me. Oh man, you know I was gonna troll the hell out of Sonny Hostin. I can't stand the cackling hens, and Sonny Hostin is the worst one. Anna Navarro is the most annoying. All that, but Sonny is just a straight up B word. Okay, like you can't cuss early on in the videos because trust me, it would have came out because this lady has been so nasty, so rude, so disrespectful to Trump, anybody who voted for Trump. She always talking about racism and misogyny. She always talking about convicted felon, this, that, and the third. Now you over here about to be married to one because her husband is being charged in a massive RICO case with these crazy charges of insurance fraud. Okay, I'm gonna react to a video of Patrick Bet-David going into further details. So instead of me reading the details myself, I'll let Patrick Bet-David read the details. But this is a huge deal. Effectively, her husband's a surgeon, and he has been basically giving people surgeries that they haven't needed, and then going back and suing insurance companies to try to get them to, like, basically extorting the money out of them. And this is something that Sonny herself has admitted live on air.
Like my husband, you know, operates on someone even though they don't have insurance, and then has to sue health insurance companies to get paid for the work that he's been trained his whole life to do.
This dummy just screwed her own husband. It might be time for a divorce because Sonny Hostin don't really seem like the ride or die type. I could be wrong. She don't seem like the ride or die type. She's probably making a lot more money than her husband is at this point, seeing as how she's in entertainment. That's where you can literally make the most money, is in entertainment. And she's, you know, making millions. The husband's probably not making that. So she probably like, hey, you might be on your own, but you never know. She might be implicated too at some point. You just never really know. She might have even been an accomplice. So, son, you better watch out. You was talking a lot of crap about Trump. It looks like Trump has pretty much got out of everything. So you can't vote for a convicted felon, but you can marry one? Not looking good, Sonny. Not a good look. But let's go ahead and react to what Patrick Bet-David has to say about this.
Sonny Hostin, her husband accused of committing federal insurance fraud in a lawsuit, okay? Now, let's read this. Rob, is this a video?
Well, I have this. I'll show you this.
Let me just read this and I'll come to you. So, Dr. Emmanuel Manny Hostin, an orthopedic surgeon and Hostin of The View co-host, Sonny Hostin, is accused in December lawsuit fraudulently billing insurance. By the way, this is a Daily Caller story I'm reading. The lawsuit alleges Hostin knowingly provided fraudulent medical and other healthcare services in exchange for kickbacks and or compensation, and names him among nearly 200 defendants in one of New York's largest RICO cases. Wow.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Hostin's attorney, Daniel.
Same thing they tried to get Trump on, RICO. How the tables have turned with Fonnie Willis and now Sonny Hostin. Oh, man, this is so glorious.
Whites denies the allegations, calling the lawsuit a meritless attempt by a near-bankrupt insurance carrier to intimidate doctors and restrict healthcare benefits. The case involves claims that Hostin performs unnecessary surgeries on patients after minor accidents without exploring less invasive treatments with American Transit citing New York's 1974 no-fault law as contributing to widespread insurance fraud. Vinny, what do you know about this story?
So, oh man, it's just The View. Just a person, the Sunny Hostin that we all love from one of my favorite shows on The View. And it's always,
Stop it.
Tom, what'd you always say?
Stop
it's
it.
always the people that always do the pointing.
Facts.
It always comes back to them, all right?
Every
so when you
time.
said, this is the largest RICO case ever filed in the state of New York. You guys wrap that around your brain. That's bigger than the mafia case. Like the mafia one was number one. This one takes it over. So he was scamming insurance companies from taxi drivers, Uber drivers, and Lyft drivers. He was performing unnecessary surgeries and then providing fraudulent medical services in exchange for the kickbacks. Here's a clip I want you guys to see of Sunny Hostin on The View, Tom, basically implicating her husband in this type of a scheme. Play the clip, Rob.
Okay, so we already saw that, so I'm skipping that.
She is not implicated in the lawsuit at all, but it's just, I mean, Pat, you're married. Tom, you're married. If your husband's doing something, if he's allegedly doing something like this, you guys would know if your wives were up to some nefarious stuff. Let's just not forget who she is. She's been, for years, lecturing America about morality, inequality, systemic failures, and look at her track record. How many times does she have to go on in the past 2 months and look at the camera and do a legal apology for all the stuff that she said on the show? And then she also, on Trump's win, calling the loss because of uneducated white women that Trump won.
We have to know that. This is accused.
All accused. Yeah, all accused, but he's in the RICO. This is a big RICO case that her husband's in there.
Tom, what are your thoughts on this?
Let me give you a different perspective. Well, I think date night with Sunny and her husband are being a little interested. How'd it go today? Oh, it was terrible. I had to read this legal statement into a camera, and I'd do what they told me. And her husband's like, so did I. I had the same day. Now, he's just accused, and this accused in a lawsuit after some time of investigation could ultimately become a federal indictment. That's the apparent path this is on. We'll wait and see. But it does not look well when your name ends up with 200 people in a RICO investigation. This is the biggest investigation since Giuliani shook the tree and a bunch of mobsters fell out, right? This is big stuff. And so, and thank you for bringing that video. It sure is ironic that she's up there. So, but if she didn't really know what was going on, right, which is what she's probably going to say later, oh, I had no idea what my husband and his associates were doing. We'll wait and see what that is. But I think it's pretty freaking ironic.
What she said a few days ago about January 6th, she compared it, are you ready for this, Adam? The Holocaust, World War III, and slavery. And I don't know if you guys forgot, she was on that PBS show, Finding Your Roots. They did the background check. Her great-grandfather owned slaves.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
It's like the biggest hypocrites
I don't want to spend
planet.
too much time on this. It's hypocrisy.
Look, I can't barely get the freaking words out. I'm laughing so freaking hard at Sunny because this is one of the most hilarious woke backfires in history, okay? Sunny Hostin has been doing so much god dang virtue signaling. So yes, it feels quite glorious to watch her suffer because you know this is going to be this long, drawn out, taxing, stressful thing. And you know what she did? She enjoyed every single second of this lawfare against Trump with the Fonnie Willis case and the Jack Smith cases, classified documents and election interference in the civil fraud. Like she enjoyed just watching him just in misery. So you know what? I'm going to enjoy it too. Now, I'm a Christian man, but look, I'm a sinner, okay? So God didn't make me perfect, so I'm going to enjoy the hell out of this. So Sunny, get wrecked. I hope your husband goes to prison, and then we'll see what you have to say about this, about convicted felons. Then all of a sudden the narrative's going to change to, hey, we need grace for convicted felons. And well, they elected one, so what's wrong with me having my husband be one? Or this is a frivolous lawsuit. It's unfair. It's lawfare against my husband. This is retaliation. This is somehow MAGA's fault. I can already hear the excuses, and I can already hear the left-wing shills making all of these stupid excuses for why it's unfair for Sunny, but it's perfectly fair for Trump because that's just how these pea brains work. But Guys, let me know what you think. Think Sunny Hostin's husband is going to prison? Okay, do you think that she's going to lighten up on a convicted felon talk if it applies to her in her literal other half? Because, like, it applies to her baby daddy. So this definitely is not good, but I can't help enjoy. This is probably the second most enjoyment I got, second to Kamala Harris failing and getting swept in the election by Teflon Don. This is number 2 for me. Fonnie Willis is like, okay, whatever. I don't really care about her. But Sunny Hostin's been getting on my freaking nerves. Ever since I started this channel, started reacting to her stupid behind videos on The View, I've been wanting to see this lady go down. And what better way than to strike at, you go after her, maybe she'll be fine, but you go after her husband, it's really gonna hurt. So, hey, don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Nobody's above the law, right? Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate y'all watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel. Get wrecked, Sonny. I'm out.
Oh, really? Well, how about we add some additional fraud charges onto you? And they're talking about threatening him with insurance fraud, which I would say you could get about 20 years in prison. So that's a death sentence for him.
Gotcha, bitch.